Alright, y'all. Working on the golf cart today. This, we're gonna, well, let's back up. I got the tank cleaned out. Put some acetone and some lacquer thinner in it. And then my son-in-law took it home and pressure washed the inside of it really good and got it all cleaned out real well. And when I brought it back, I decided to take out the pickup tube, which went here. When I did, it had a copper line in it, and the copper line was basically all gone. There was still about 6 inches left on it, but it was history. And once I took the torch and heated it up and got the chunk out of it, I realized it was a 3/16 line feeding this motor. Personally, I don't think that's big enough, so I decided to go ahead and make up a new one, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to get you set up on the tripod here and get other stuff set up, and we'll bring you back when we're getting ready to make that. Alright guys, here's what we got. I got some steel 1/4-inch brake line. I cut one end of it off, took the compression fitting arrow off, saved the long one here, and I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to slide it up, and I already put a 90-degree bend in it, and we're going to solder that thing right on there like that. So that's the game plan of what's going on. So let me get set up here and we'll start soldering this thing in. Alright guys, I got the tube here. I'm going to take a little bit of flux, brush on there, get it all up on there real good, and then I'm going to slide the fitting up from the bottom. I'll sit it in there like that, and I got a pair of vice grips here. I got a hole in the table here from another project I was working on, and we're going to drop this thing right down on there for it sits there nice. And then I'm going to get my torch and my solder, and we're going to heat this up and we're going to solder this thing on there. Alright. Alright guys, that fitting must have some coating on it, because it's not taking that flux down in there. So let me let this cool off. I'll get it cleaned up and we'll bring you back when we're ready. Alright guys, take two. Like any kind of welding, this is actually welding. Make sure your metals are all good and clean. So I got them all good and clean now. Hopefully it'll work this time. Alright, there we go guys. Like I said, you just need to make sure everything's good and clean. She took it right in there. So I'm going to let this cool, and then we'll bring you back when we go to put her in the tank. Alright guys, hopefully you can see that. She's all soldered all the way around. Even got some solder coming out the bottom. I put it on the wire wheel, cleaned it up a little bit. So next thing is we're going to take it over here to the tank and sit her down in the tank and show you how to measure for how far it goes down in, because I made this extra long so I can get the right depth off the bottom. So we'll get set up and do that next. Alright guys, now we got the fitting all put on there. All I'm going to do is drop it down in the tank like that. You can see how it's sitting on the bottom there. Hopefully it's not too much of a shade there for you, but I'm going to measure from the top of the fitting there, and I need to take off about 2 3/4, but I'm going to add a quarter to that, so we're going to take off we're going to take off 3 inches exactly. I'm just going to use a little tubing cutter here. This is for brake lines and stuff. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll bring you back. Alright guys, got her all cut off. Drop her down in the tank like that. Now this is just a plastic tank. There's no metal threads or anything in it, so it's real easy to cross stud it. Try to get her going straight here, which I'm not successfully doing. There we go. Now she's threading down in there. Grab me a wrench here. Alright guys, I'm going to point that thing just about that direction right there. Maybe a little bit more that way. And there she is. That's all there is to it. Put a new pickup tube in a fuel tank. Like I said, this is a plastic tank. It doesn't matter if it's plastic, metal. If you got a threaded fitting on the top of the tank, just find a fitting that will fit in it and bend you some line up, and there you go. I did leave the compression fitting on this end here to slide my my tube over, but like I said, if you want, if you have a fitting like this that already has a barb style fitting on it, and it's bigger than 3/16 on the inside, for 3/16 inch pipe, you can use that same principle. Stick the pipe down in there, throw a little solder on it, she'll stay forever. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, click the all for the notifications. Maybe you'll find something else there you like on the channel. And as always, guys, I wouldn't be doing these videos, making these videos and stuff, if it wasn't for y'all. I deeply appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.